So last time we played, the party had made their way towards a little hamlety village called Hatius's Vine, which was on the way to the bigger city of Beckinsale, where your next sort of mission for Anam Drahadun is. And you noticed on the way there it was being attacked by a adult to ancient sized blue dragon. You deliberated about what you were going to do, but then thought for sake of expedience, because walking, you don't know how long you're going to be able to have to walk, sorry, to gap this river, which there's the only sort of bridge in front of you, which led through to Hatius's Vine. So for sake of expedience, you went through, and you were approached on your approach, you found a group of villagers. I think it was a man, a woman, and a few grandchildren, beset on by a group of kobolds who urged you. They were going to flee town and urged you to get to the keep in the top of the town. So you fought your way through three sort of groups of enemies before you managed to crash through the portcullis before it slammed shut behind you. You all hit level 3, which just a reminder in case anybody hadn't leveled themselves up. I will move us back to the over map for this for everybody.
Back to the
And
overworld.
Yep, and I will put Bragg down as where you guys are. So you guys are here. Oh, you're already in the map. You guys are here. I'll delete everyone else off the map. So you've crashed through. Everything's on fire outside. The keep is made of stone, whereas a lot of the surrounding village houses are made from wood. So a lot of the wood and the grassland, the shrubbery are on fire. So there's quite an oppressive heat in the air. But as I say, you're in a stone building, and you've sort of ran through. Portcullis has come down, and as the portcullis is shut, you notice that there are a lot of eyes on you of some militia and some sort of closer soldiers, all kind of approach, hands on hips and swords, and are like, "Who goes there? Who are you? Why? What are you doing in our keep? Are you with the dragon?"
No, we
And he's
came to
sort of
help.
going to point at himself and be like, "No."
No, we came to help. Saw the dragon attacking and stepped in. There's some cults here. Is that right? And Harrow's gonna clutch his head in pain. Some of you who have high perception might notice that his eye that is all kind of scarred over, and he kind of mostly keeps hidden under a scarf. Behind his eyelid is glowing with light, and he kind of he's a bit debilitated to speak, so he's not going to speak for.
Oh, very curious. So you're
Sorry, this is just me saying he's now level 3. He can now actually connect with the Stadium Rat Swarm.
Love it.
I
I
thought it was going to
love.
be like the Millennium Eye.
He knows exactly what card you're holding.
Yeah.
So one of the sort of the head guard who seems to be here is like, okay, if you're here to help, you better go speak to Governor Nighthill. He's up on top of that parapet over there, and sort of put your attention towards sort of not the highest part of the keep, because that would be fucking suicide with a dragon attack, strafing around. But he's sort of on the walls talking to men. You see that just blocked off from like the height of the wall, there appears to be like a short fellow. You can just sort of make out, some of those of you with better eyesight just make out like a sort of helmet coming over the walls, and he sort of points, the sort of outer the outer staircase to get up onto the parapets to sort of go talk to Governor Nighthill.
We're also told, I'm just coming back to me now, well, I don't know how much Harold's in as a character. But Harrow, between his kind of debilitating headaches, is gonna kind of whisper, "Gotta find this wizard. I never fucking trust a wizard."
Do you say that out loud so like the guard can hear you?
That's a good question. I'll probably mutter that to myself, but a guard might hear me. Yeah.
We can roll for it if you want.
Yes. Harrow's got terrible deception, so he will use his terrible deception.
Let me pull up a commoner or a guard.
So that's
Stat
a
block.
11 minus 2 for a 9.
Just a 1/8 guard. Open monster stat block. Perception for a total of 16.
Yeah, he
So
hears it quite comfortably.
he says to you, "A wizard. Oh, you'll be looking for Pathon. He's carring in the mess hall there. You can't miss him. He's the one that everyone's sort of ostracized. He'll be sitting by himself watching his own back." And he sort of gestures
right.
to these sort of
You
big
guys got
wooden
some
double
sense
doors.
after all.
What was that, sorry?
Looks like you got some sense after all. Never trust a wizard. So I've got the soldier background or the guard background, so I guess I'm going to be trying to negotiate with them as best I can. I have to play some cards later, but we'll see what everyone else is doing.
That could potentially help out here or there, depending. Like you can maybe connect to them on a particular level. So he's gestured to these sort of two big wooden doors behind him, and then that's the way to get to Pathon the wizard, or there's up the sort of stairs to the top of the wall to get to the governor.
Which way are we going, friends?
Well, I was told by was Owen? Yeah, I was told by Owen to find Pathon, so maybe we go speak to him first and see what's going on.
Okay.
Yep.
So, one of you, whoever decides to go first, sort of opens into these wooden doors. You can either do a sort of Aragorn style or just sensibly open one door, because you don't need to open both double doors all the time. You
What do you mean?
What? No.
and you walk in, you sort of see a fairly well lit mess hall. It's about 20-30 feet long, sort of a few wooden tables, sort of those sort of old school kind of school dinner tables, but like made out of wood, that are just sort of rectangular and quite long. About four of them, with sort of individual chairs you can kind of move about the place. There seems to be like a little alcove on the back corner, on the back left hand side of the corner, where you can sort of get the smell of some hot but maybe not quite aromatic food. It's maybe not the best smelling, but it's food. You get the kind of vibe you see sort of civilians that are covered in mud, and some have burns and little like ash over their clothes, and like I say, some of the more unlucky ones have like a burnt face here or a burnt hand there. Some healers and some guards are tending to who they can, and you see it's a fairly busy area. Hatius's Vine is not it's not that small, and this is not that big a keep, so it seems to be quite ram-packed. But you see sort of on the back right hand side of the room, sort of the opposite side of the food, you see there's like a 10 to 15 foot bubble of just no one sat around this one sort of white human meal, with this sort of long black hair, seems to be sort of tied up and braided at the back.
Question: did we bring the mount and the cart into town with us, or did we leave them out of town?
We tied them up outside town.
Okay, I can't remember if we had done that.
I think Alex was going to try and barter for, here's some meat. Give us some information.
Wait, there is some meat on the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it will mean trekking all the way back to the wagon.
With encounters, who knows?
Yep.
Maybe you got to fight a dragon.
I think Harrow will smell the rich foods cooking, but where he's normally quite restrained and tactical, suddenly it's like he can smell it 100 times over, and it's all too much. And he feels hunger in his mind. He just hears hungry, 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 echoing in his mind, and he kind of doubles over, and he's going to try not to throw up.
I'm trying not to throw up.
Yeah.
Make a Constitution saving throw. I'm loving this like flavored arrow. This is great.
17.
Your stomach is kind of roiling, but you realize that it's more mental than physical. You're able to sort of breathe, sort of mind over matter, breathe through it. Your stomach settles down, and the queasiness doesn't fully pass, but you don't lose your lunch.
I kind of like hobble over, hobbling because of how small I am, and go, Pathon, I assume. Owen told me to find you.
He, he's sort of there staring, kind of like whenever you've done something wrong, like quite bad, and you just sort of zone out, and you kind of almost go in like slightly like trauma state. He's like there, just kind of twiddling with one of his sort of the strands of his hair, and as you approach, he doesn't even fully register what you said. He just kind of flinches, and he's like, oh, hello. What did you say? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Owen sent us to find you. I assume you're the wizard.
Owen. Oh, and he kind of, at the mention of Owen, he sort of straightens up and brushes down his robes and straightens sort of his hair. You can see now he's got like these icy blue eyes. He's he's like 30 years old or so, you give or take. He's got sort of a neatly trimmed beard with sort of like shocks of grey through it, and he's got these blue robes that have so like runes that you're not quite sure what they're for, sort of embroidered in silver on it. And he's like, oh, yes, of course. What can I do to help?
Well, first of all, why the fuck is there a dragon here right now? This
Oh,
is giant territory.
yes, I know. I'm afraid that's my doing. It's kind of why no one really wants to sit beside me right now. In fact, whenever I heard you, I thought I was about to get stabbed. Um,
It could still help.
I. It's, oh, uh, okay. Please don't stab me. What happened was, I was traveling, near the border between the giants and the dragons, and I found a little nest of unguarded blue eggs. So I thought, knowing a little bit about dragons is, they can, if you do it right, they could potentially latch on to the first sort of creature they see and treats them well as sort of like a mother figure. And I thought, well, wouldn't it be great for our giant compatriots to be able to take the fight to the skies on the dragon's own term? And apparently I was tracked by the mother or the father, or I don't know who, but somebody I think wants these eggs back.
Can I roll insight to see if I can tell if he's being truthful about his intentions?
Yeah, go for it.
Not bad.
17.
I check.
With a +1. You think he is? Did I roll twice? No, that's me saying that. You think he's being completely open and honest. This is
Okay.
a typical. Harrow, are you listening to this conversation at this point? Harrow, you also like. I'm gonna say this sort of a vibe check for everybody. You all kind of think he's telling the truth, but Harrow especially, you're thinking this is sort of the folly of a wizard, that to be able to, especially being especially being a ranger, and you understand nature on a much different level, of trying to break that familial bond, and that it would be next to impossible to get a dragon to join the side of the giants from a hatchling and stuff like that. Like, this was someone who had this great idea of raising these dragons as pets for the giants that was absolutely never going to fucking work.
So some, I'm kind of coughing, kind of wiping away sweat. Some hedge mage in the middle of bumfuck nowhere thinks he can steal a dragon's eggs and make it change sides. And now I'm gonna do you guys count. I saw at least 5 or 6, maybe 7 bodies on the way here, and that's your doing, right?
It would appear so. Yes.
Right.
I
So where are
just
these
wanted
eggs?
to. I just wanted to get noticed. I'm.
Well, you've been noticed now.
Oh,
You're going to
you'll
the
be
history books, pal.
noticed. Noticed all the way to prison.
Harrow tries to look menacing and sort of say, "So where are the eggs? I'm done talking." But he kind of doubles over and falls on his
Yeah.
knees.
Yeah,
Tim,
Amir wants an
Amir
omelette.
stand behind Harrow as Harrow's trying to look menacing and actually look menacing like that.
You can either both roll an intimidation check, or one of you can roll with advantage.
I've
I
In
will
fact,
roll
actually,
an intimidation
what-
with my -2 maybe, or with
What we'll
disadvantage
do
and
is
-2.
with Harrow will roll a straight roll because he's doubled over, and Amir, I want you to roll with intimidation. Actually, I want you to both roll, and we'll add yours together
okay.
and like divide by 2 or something. We'll figure it out.
Unfortunately, intimidation is only a +1, but we'll see what happens. Come on. Oh, that's not bad. 18.
So they're averaging at 13.
Harrow's at
like.
8. Oh god. So yeah, 13. Fortunately, he is only a wizard. So he's like, okay. I know I messed up. All right. Just trying to get my name recognized by Owen. I have great respect for the man. They're in my quarters. Okay, they're under my protection in my quarters.
Have they hatched, or are they just still eggs?
No, they're just still eggs at the minute. They're a long way off from hatching.
Okay. Next
Amir,
question.
Not the time.
Dragon eggs for
Amir
breakfast.
slowly rubbing his stomach.
Amir, there's literally a roast pig over there.
I've had pig before. Never had dragon.
Have you ever had wizard? Because
He's starting to go quite pale.
We can't eat this, man. Just to do time for his crime.
no.
He like has a sigh of relief at the "you can't eat this man," and then at the he has to do his time for his crime. He's like, oh.
Yeah, I wonder what Vostam would do to this guy.
He doesn't seem to recognize the name of Valstan. He's just shit scared of you guys.
He won't need magic where he's going. Probably that's a certain.
I'll turn around to the group and I'll
Is
say,
Roast on the boss?
my suggestion is we take the eggs, we leave him to the town, throw him in irons, there's do with what we will. We don't need to bring the upstairs into this.
Vostam will not
Yeah.
be pleased with that.
Fuck those
This is giant territory. As much as we're playing heroes right now, we can't afford to anger the people who sent us out here.
Alex Valstan is sort of like your chapter master. He's the guy.
Yeah. We're like Valstan's angels, are we?
Yeah.
It's basically.
I thought that's who it was, but I was like,
Yeah.
it's been a little while. I'm pretty sure it's.
Well, at the very least, we need these eggs.
I mean, follow me. I'll show you where they are. And he sort of takes you through. Just behind him is another door. He takes you through and cut down a couple of passageways, a couple of lefts, a couple of rights, into what appears to be his quarters, which seem to be, far like comfortable enough. And in the middle of the room is the back of the room. There's a bed, and on the left hand side there's like a desk and a writing area. The middle of the room is suspiciously vacant. Like there's sort of stuff everywhere apart from right smack bang in the middle of the room below an incredibly hot brazier. Like, one of those hung down by chains, and it's got the metal bottom. It's got the fire in the middle. That's hung quite low. like a mirror. If you weren't paying attention, you would probably walk into it. But it is hung above nothing.
Beneath the
That
floor,
might be the
chocolate
worst
cookies.
hiding place I have ever seen.
Well, I only have so much room, and they need constant heat to be able to hatch. The only problem is blue dragon eggs appear to need some kind of lightning apparatus as well. And he waves his hand, and a shimmer from the middle of the room disappears, and you see a stone pedestal with 2 big-sized dragon eggs. You're unsure how he was able to carry them out by himself, maybe probably from the use of magic. Sat on like a 10-foot diameter pillow, and these 2 things take up the majority of that together.
Blue eggs need lightning. There's a shock.
Bahamut silver scales. You're a fucking idiot.
You can get inspiration for that if you don't have it. What was
And
that,
can the
Harrow?
dragon sense where these eggs are? Oh, sorry.
I was asking, like, Fergus had said something before in the
Yeah.
middle of, like,
Oh, I just did a
podcast.
Bahamut's Platinum silver scales. You're an idiot. Like when I just see
Oh, okay. Can a dragon track, like, sense its eggs? Was that the question?
Yeah.
Roll either a history check or a nature check, and you have that book, that Moonstone Dragon book. I'll give you advantage because you could, potentially see if you could look into that to see if there's any, at least for
Only
Moonstone
roll.
Dragons.
So a
16.
16.
You
yeah.
rolled that with disadvantage, not advantage. So it'd be
Doesn't
Oh, did
matter.
I?
Still,
It's
two.
22.
22. Oh yeah, sorry. The final number is different.
Yeah,
So you
it's
would
'cause-
imagine. You don't know. You think, dragons have, their senses are hard to perceive, if that makes sense. Like, they are so hyper tuned to every smell and sound and vision that you think the dragon probably smelt where this guy was and tracked tracked his scent to this keep, and you feel
Okay.
like they're just sort of following his scent, sort of stopped in the keep, so they're making an assumption that this is sort of where the eggs are, if you had to hazard a guess. But then dragons are also very magical, so it could potentially have gotten to like a ballpark area, and then maybe it has access to a locate object or something along those lines, and been able to magically hone in on them. But you don't think there's like an inherent, like, soul connection between them.
Okay. So our best bet is someone who's had no interaction with this wizard smuggling the eggs out to the wagon and letting the wagon run free. But then walking the rest of the way to Beckinsale.
I was thinking maybe we just, get a catapult and launch the eggs somewhere away from here.
We could get the catapult and launch you away from here. With the eggs.
The dragons won't fall for that.
Wait,
I think
Audric,
if our
did you say
bosses wanted us to fight an ancient dragon, they should have paid us a bit.
Audric, did you say you was tracking the wizard by smell? Can we not launch the wizard by catapult and maybe we'll chase it?
What wizard would purposely get in a catapult? Hey, actually,
Whoa. Who says he has to be awake?
I turn back to Pathon and I go, I know you're only a baby wizard, but do you by any chance know any teleportation magic?
I am a moderately well-off wizard. Thank you very much. He looks a little. But,
You're barely out of high school.
Unfortunately, my area of expertise is not conjuration or transmutation magic.
Okay,
I
well,
do
do you
not
have a
have access to
portable hole we can borrow?
Let's see. Do I have a portable hole? No portable hole here.
So,
I'm quite adept at illusion magic.
How did you get
That's
the
an
eggs?
ancient dragon. And I'd like to imagine, as I say this, just a bolt of lightning crosses right across his window.
Sure.
How did you
For
get the
thematic,
eggs
yeah.
in here?
I mean, there was no dragon chasing me at that point. I put them in my little egg satchel and walked home. You know, I have enough ability to keep ne'er-do-wells away from me, but you know, it's a dragon. Big ne'er-do-well.
Right.
Folks, my
Wait,
vote
I
would be
haven't.
we leave the dregs, leave the eggs, let the dragon take them. Kill any cultist who remains here in a day's time.
The dragon will tear apart the city to get to the eggs, whether it needs to or not. I was going to suggest we give this guy a choice. Either he takes the eggs and walks a long way into the woods and takes his chances with the dragon, or we tie him up right here and call the giants to come deal with him.
By the time the giants get here, this town will be ruined. Tens of
Well,
dozens of
I think-
families will be in ruins.
well, that'll be on him if he wants to be at fault for
No.
how many people are in this town again.
No, Audric, that'll be on us. We hold the cards here.
I kind of like try and I like badly whisper, like everyone can clearly hear me, but I go, "You are terrible at bluffing."
I go, oh, sorry, was this like a gambit? Oh, God. Ah, shucks.
So, did the wizard say he had a satchel he carried the eggs in?
Yes, he did. His
And how
egg
big are the
satchel.
eggs?
They're like a bull's testicles.
Oh,
I've
okay,
never
you
seen
said
a
it's
bull's
like most of
testicles.
10 foot, so I was kind of like confused. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
well,
what
I
that's
was
what I
also
was
thinking,
wondering.
like,
I was like,
that big,
what
but they're actually, like-
were these not massive?
They are big for eggs, you know.
Maybe they grew once you put them on the kettle.
like a large Easter egg.
Like an
Size.
ostrich egg?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like an ostrich egg's a good one.
Okay.
Right, okay.
I say we get one of the horses, strap the satchel with the eggs into it, and send the horse on its way.
Yes.
The horses are outside the
We're
city
not wasting a
limits.
wagon.
Yeah, how are we gonna get them to the horses though?
So, do we have any sense? Why? Forgive the obvious question. Why the hell has the town not done this? Have they not taken it into their own hands and forced the wizard out and taken back the eggs?
he
I
told the
think
wi-
they
Has the wizard told?
you
them that he's
don't
got the eggs?
know. He seems to have been like ostracized a little bit because nobody was sort of sitting with him and that sort of stuff. But you don't know what the townspeople know. It could be people just don't have the balls to take him on because he's a wizard. It could be that the higher ups know and sort of made a example of him without giving away the specifics. So you're not sure. You don't know what happened here before you guys got here.
I think Harrow's made his judgment, but he's just watching and waiting as a good investigator would. But he's very slowly kind of got his pack off and he's fiddling around, searching to the bottom of it to get out a pair of iron manacles for cheerings.
Get out his crossbow, shoot him in the face.
No, no, no. We're not that kind of party yet.
How about instead of getting the eggs back to the horses, we try and get a horse back here, and then send it off?
So to be fair, we could skip the horse altogether. I could use Find Familiar and create something. I could conjure a beast and we could just.
How far away can your familiar go from you? It usually has a range.
I
No,
think
it
it
has
can
a range where you
go-
can stop controlling it,
Yeah, it
and then
can
after
go.
that, it just carries on doing what he's told it to.
Yeah.
Is that it? Oh yeah, it should be within 100 feet of me. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so I think within that 100 feet, you can communicate with it and tell it what to do. After it goes outside of that 100 feet, it'll like do what you last told it to do, and then when it's
Okay.
completed its task, will come back to you as long as it's survived.
We could potentially send it to a specific landmark.
What can be?
I mean,
I've got a spell which is quite thematic for this.
familiars are generally like tiny creatures, though, aren't they?
I've got a really cool spell
Yeah.
that could work for this, guys. By the way,
Well,
that would
I've
fit
got
very well
about
with my new
half of the
ability
chain.
powers.
So I can either have an imp, a pseudo dragon, a closet, or a sprite as well.
An imp,
I
maybe.
don't know. Like
You could
I mean,
strap the satchel to an
I've
imp
got-
back.
What
I've
do
got the
you have?
spell Animal Friendship, which I can flavor as, my tadpole is basically invading a poor beast's mind, and basically, so I was thinking we'd find one of the stable horses in this garrison, and I'd hack into its mind and make it run off with the eggs and lead the dragon somewhere.
I have
That could
summoned
work.
beast. I could just summon a
That's
beast to
wrong.
do this, but
That
that's a waste of a spell slot to me.
wait.
Well,
not really.
look,
It's an ancient dragon.
Michael,
so
think of this. You summon Beast, send the eggs off, and then we just take a long rest here.
That's okay, yeah. In the wizard's nice bed.
Small problem with that. The dragon might leave. His friends might not.
And we'll kill them.
Yeah.
Did you
dragon
not
can
see
leave, and
how
then
we took out like nearly half of them already?
Not enough.
Harrow's
Oh,
Harrow's
sure.
feeling it tonight.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Harrow's got an unusual intensity about him, and again, yeah, you can see behind his eyelid there is a faint purple glow, even though it's like his face is kind of cracked and conformed.
And if the dragon leaves, then surely the soldiers or some kind of militia of this town will be brave enough to go fight just whatever's left.
We can only hope.
Right.
Kill the
It-
third.
it-
Every second the eggs stay here, more people die.
Ah!
Yeah, I say we either use a horse from the garrison or summon a beast and send the eggs on the way.
Indra, can your familiar turn into a hawk? 'Cause a
Yes,
hawk
sir.
is big enough to carry 2 eggs.
But I could summon a flying beast.
To be fair, yeah, it's just gonna be a challenge rating 0 beast, so I can
It'll be like a
make a pseudo
bird.
dragon. But
I
we
would-
still go back to the chain, back to the chain. So some of them are actually fairly big.
I'd allow
Pseudo
like
Ooh.
a hawk
No, no.
or something like that to carry
Nah.
one.
But we could
You said-
tie the eggs to its legs. We could have 1 egg on each.
No, there's too much
Egg.
weight.
How much do these eggs weigh?
I mean,
No,
they're like
they're
ostrich
tiny
sized.
dragons.
Too much trouble.
Pseudo dragons can't fly.
Yeah, that's
As
tiny.
soon as someone said
What?
tie something to his leg, I'm just thinking of the swallow argument
Yeah.
from Monty Python.
Yes, we-
Swallow dragons can't. Sorry, pseudo dragons can't fly in 2024. They have
They
a
can't-
60-foot.
They couldn't in
60-foot fly
2014
speed.
either. Oh wait,
They
they can
can't-
now.
Or
They can now. They have a 60-foot fly speed in
Oh.
Then
2024.
then why are they a pseudo dragon? That's just a dragon.
No,
But their strength is
because
6.
They're not real dragons. Because they're not
They're like
real
teacup
dragons.
dragons.
They're like a
yeah, got a
fake
name, but
species of dragon. I don't know.
But their strength rating is 6.
what else can I get? I can get a sprite.
So like between yous, you could summon 2 or 2 creatures or get a horse
Or
from the garrison
I
if
could-
there are
I can
any.
try and dominate a horse.
Actually, if they've been running out of food, the horses might not still be there.
And the
Maybe
hawk
that's
might
what
get
you
shot
smelled
down.
cooking.
Only under
Oh.
siege.
Yeah, the hawk could get shot down for food. That is a fair point. I didn't think of that.
No, we could just tell people not to be stupid, but they may have
Also
already
say we've
eaten
been
the
spending
horse.
all our time feeding.
but if
feeding
this
this guy, the wizard, and we've no
but
one
if
else
they're
spoken to the
starving-
town guard yet.
Then I'll kill them. If they shoot down the thing that's going to save them, then they don't deserve to be saved.
You can't just start murdering people because they
We should
shoot
go speak
down
to we should put
one
this,
of our hawks.
we should put this guy in irons and go speak to the town guard.
Yes.
I'm going to take a gesture up with the manacles, and I'm saying, put your hands behind your back. And I'm going to very tightly, in a way that will, obviously he may be able to, if he's very skilled, do some massive bonus. but broadly speaking, he'll really struggle with them behind his back.
Within what is it? Semantic
Semantic,
components.
yeah.
Yeah.
The handy bits. Semantic
Once
components. of spells.
he's-
Cool.
Once he's clasped, I'm going to go across him and take any jewelry or anything that could potentially be a spellcasting focus off him.
Let's see. He does. He has a ring on his finger, which sort of seems to thrum with some magical concentration, and on it is like a blue dragon scale. It's sort of embedded into it.
Of
You're a
course it
saint for a
is.
guy who just robbed a great dragon in half. What's
Is
that
this
trinket?
guy like a spy or something?
Oh, you also find a
Letters
wand on
about
him.
his.
You find a wand on him.
I'll
Let
put
me
my hand
see.
on his shoulder and go, "So, friend, what do these do?"
What, the wand or the ring?
Both.
Both. This opens up a portal to Dragonland, where
Oh,
all my
shit,
friends
is-
are.
Now, the
This
problem
is
is,
where-
he was telling us the truth before. He could lie to us now. We've arrested him.
Let me see. This might be. Did I homebrew this? I might have. Oh well, if it did, it's not.
Did nobody read his rights, so he can't lie to us, or else he'll be fucked in court?
We're currently at war. He has no rights.
Oh, fuck,
Wow.
dear God.
Why does your druid have 36 hit points?
There it
Holy
is.
hell.
The wand of
What's
mirage.
just take the
doesn't
like
exist.
thing as well? I haven't even been like the average
Okay.
thing.
Tough feat.
He sort of
Oh wait, is it because I've got like
he
think it might be a
flexes his sort of his finger, which is sort of his ring finger. What the hell's going on there? That has the blue dragon scale ring on it, and he goes, "I use that to sort of focus my arcane energy. This is sort of how I cast my spells." And he sort of on his hip gestures forward towards the wand. He's like, and this, when I choose to use it in a very particular, like tricky situations, can make it a little more successful to cast my particular brand of magic spells. For lack of a better term, it gives him advantage on concentration checks for illusion spells.
Well, you can have those back when we decide what to do with you.
no, he's going to prison. He's not getting them back. Is it for him? He's done.
He's dead ski.
Is there any other illusions happening in this room right now?
Are you asking him or are you asking
Yes,
your DM?
I'm asking him.
No other illusions in my room.
Amir, slap him.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put my hand on his shoulder and squeeze and be like,
Do you do him any
Wasn't like-
damage?
1 point.
1 point of damage. Okay.
So he has to make
Just-
a.
Shatter
Just
his
really
shoulder.
Just enough to hurt.
He goes, "Ow, get off. No, there is no other illusion spells in my room."
I
You
just
do
keep
know if you're
saying-
lying to us, we will
Why
feed
do
you
keep
to the
saying
dragon.
in my room?
Yeah, that's the.
Well, or nothing more.
Do you have
from
like
this
a
building.
lab in this castle?
No, there are no labs in this
Or
castle. This is a cramped castle. There's not much space for anything.
Harrow, you're
Yeah.
adept at interrogation. You were a guard.
It was.
He's keeping something from us.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get it from. We've got no clue what we're talking or what we're talking about. That's why we're gonna go talk to somebody else. We're gonna keep
Can
it
we
separate
introduce him
rooms
to Knock Knock?
later? We're
What
walking this
torture
interrogation
device have I
blind.
forgotten about?
Which means he's got the upper hand.
It's the giant carved wooden battering ram
Battering ram.
that's got like a dragon's head as the front.
God. Right, you probably like that. It's dragon based.
Devere or Ariel, would you keep this guy guard while we go talk to the captain?
As in, leave someone behind, or like
Well, they
take
can
him
walk with
with
us
you?
out to the courtyard, but we don't want him to be sitting in on the
Discussion.
captain's description of events because you want to get kind of an equal, unbiased opinion. I think
Ariel will
business dilemma,
command.
keep them separated. You know.
Ariel will be like, "I'll keep an eye on him. Smells like meat."
Okay.
Who's keeping an eye on Ariel to make sure Ariel doesn't eat him?
Actually, yeah, no, I'll stay with him as well. Just we'll not have some like cannibals with people.
You know the way you start like your campaign and your characters over here, and by the time you've ended, you flashed everything out. It's over here.
Yeah.
I thought over here
I-
for Ariel
By
is going to be
episode
Nibbler
4,
from
he's
Futurama.
flanderized into being a full
I
cannibal.
blame Dylan for the fact that my Warforged cleric in his campaign went from being like fairly chill to Dylan had so much bullshit in his Feywild section that now he's a walk around committing genocidal robot.
Hey, to be fair, the first thing you did in the Feywild was a war crime.
It's only a walk.
Oh.
It's not a walk around the first time.
That's what
Right.
for right now. I'm trying to just keep my guy, as nice as he can be,
Yeah,
as nice as I can be.
I feel like Ariel is just going to turn into the fucking Nibbler from Futurama. But you guys walk him out of the mess hall into the courtyard, and Ariel kind of keeps a hand on him. She's going to keep an eye on him while I assume you guys go and talk to the governor.
Yeah.
So the governor's not quite in the same spot because you guys have been gone for a little minute, and he sort of moved around a little bit, still up in the same area, but you can see there's a little bit more damage as you've seen a couple of lightning bolts strike, and as you come out into the courtyard, another one strikes the top tower, and a couple of stones seem to dislodge and fall to the ground. No one seems to be injured this time, but yeah. So you, in whatever order you wish, you walk up the inside steps to the outer wall, however, the inner outer steps, and sort of approach this again. Another human male seems to be about 60-ish, and he's sort of pacing about and trying to direct people and like keep an eye on defenses and maybe where it needs help and stuff like that, and keeping an eye sort of past the keep onto the state of the village.
Fair enough. Does anyone want to lead this? I don't want to like.
No,
I
no,
like
no.
doing it, but I don't want to do all the RP.
I know it's
people that want to see this one, like,
right now. It's Harrow's investigation.
okay. Harold woke up. Yeah. If my impression of this is he seems like an honest, forthright fellow. I'll be the same way. I'll be like, look, we're out of Anam Drahadud, paid by Vorthath. He's up with the giants, but we weren't meant to be here. We stumbled in. We saw a wizard. He stole some dragon eggs. Now the whole town's getting burned alive. Tell me, why is this guy still walking free? Why haven't you chucked the eggs down the river and let the dragon go away with them? People are dying here.
Well, hello, friend. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you. From here, I was able to see, your approach, and you got that family out, and we're indebted to you that more people aren't going to be joining the pyre in the morning. But honestly, we're in full panic mode. We've never dealt with a dragon of this scale before. You get the odd cheeky fucker who'll come into our land, but usually we've got a giant nearby of some description, or it's just doesn't pay us any mind because we're pretty small. But we've no idea what to do. I've tried to get as many people into the keep as possible, and right now we're just sort of waiting out for help to arrive. Honestly, in the panic of the night and everything that's going on, I forgot about that guy, and he sort of gestures to the wizard that Ariel's got her hands on. Yeah, myself and Escobar here, and he gestures with his head to a dwarf, who he's a shield dwarf. He's got knotted, tangled, bright red hair. He's the
Escobar, you smell funny. I've got to get some of your pipeweed later.
he's in charge of my defenses and my information, and right now we're just trying to survive. Like, if you've any advice to give, I'd be welcome to hear it.
Priority one is we got to get these eggs out of here. We can't afford it. We can't.
I can't.
All of us together couldn't take this dragon.
You've got that right. I mean, I can't exactly just hold them up and offer them to him. Have you got any egg delivery system ideas?
If you got a mule, a donkey, a strapping horse, something you can afford to lose.
I mean, we've got old Nessie, but she's 20-ish years old. She's kind of like one of the family around here. She's the only surviving pack animal, for reasons I'm not proud to admit.
See, told you.
Illness, you gotta go. Can't explain it. I can't tell you why, but we need her to get the eggs out of here. I can hardly understand it myself.
Well, I can get her out of her, her indoor stable and get her ready to go, but the other question is, I don't even know where these friggin' eggs are. I haven't been able to look for them.
If it's not been said to you, I'll say it. Your wizard, Blunsif, whatever his name is. He stole them. He thought he could do better. He stole some eggs from an ancient dragon without any thought of what it would cause. And now 20 men are dead because of him. So we've left him in irons. He's yours to deal with once this is done. But this dragon's not leaving until it gets its eggs back. And this dragon is really a big problem.
I love how we all just keep doing it randomly, so now that never has a clue when it's going to happen.
You know what? It's great. It's very thematic. I really appreciate it because I don't have to narrate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's Pathon's fault. Right. Well, the town can figure out what to do with him in the morning. Whatever town's left. I have an idea, but let's get to the morning first. All right. If you've got the eggs there, we'll saddle up old Nessie and send her on her way. Maybe, I don't know if this thing can smell its eggs or whatever, but it maybe gets it off our backs. As you guys are sort of, he signals to get Nessie out of her stable, and it takes a couple of minutes to set everything up. He lets out the dragon lets out an almighty roar, not a breath weapon, but just an almighty roar. You all speak Draconic, don't you? Like that.
I don't. I can't remember who else doesn't.
I can speak Draconic, yeah. I don't
I know. I've got it as my language, but I feel like flavor-wise, he knows a few words here and there.
You, we'll say Audric, because you said you speak it, and you maybe catch a word or two. Harrow, or anyone else who speaks it. Inside that roar, there is sort of Skyrim style, a few syllables and stuff like that, and you just hear in there, "Storm the keep now. I have had enough of this." And just as you're about to send Nessie out of the portcullis, you see just probably 40 to 50 members come out in like kobolds, some humanoid creatures in like robes and a face mask and all that sort of crack, and leading them is a, let me grab this image and put it in Discord, is a half dragon, not dragonborn, a half dragon in full sort of plate armor with
Oh dear.
a really wicked grin. Put it in the handout section.
This is a bit of above our weight class.
A wicked grin, sort of blood over this really nice, pristine armor. And yeah, they're marching towards the.
Oh, I love the song choice.
They're marching towards the keep gates.
I'm gonna turn around to Escobar and be like, "Sound the alarm! Anyone who can fight, get him on the walls. There's a back entrance. Get the women and children out."
Sorry, I'm just moving us
That's fine.
towards. I'm gonna put us back to that previous battlefield, just because it was. I don't have one offhand with a friggin'.
That's fine.
I'll take everyone off this.
Have we had long enough to have a short rest while we were chatting?
Spend the whole
Yes,
time
you
doing
can
that.
absolutely have a short rest.
Well, we leveled
you
up
can
as
have-
well, which I think automatically in D&D Beyond gives you a West question mark. Not sure.
I tend to say that.
Actually, no, it's not. I've still got some features. No, that's fine.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
giving
what
me
I was
full-
saying.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking about the short rest, because what you call it doesn't automatically.
That's fine.
Uh,
Cool. No, I don't need one, but you guys can have.
yeah, I think I can actually pull up this actual person. L-A-N-G-D-D. Yeah, that's you. And then change the image. Settings. Okay. Change
Oh,
the
nice.
image.
Oof,
Wait, you
big
took
dice.
damage?
Yeah, because I ran right up and got in a group of like 4 of them. So I
Okay.
killed 2, and the other 2 hit me instead of hitting somebody else.
Oh,
Short
that'll
rest
be
is
why.
nothing for me.
That 16 has literally pushed me back up to full, which is nice.
Sorry, let's just take me a second. There we go. Perfect. Forgot to unlock the image. So it's like an army thrum as they approach, and as they get 50 feet away from the portcullis, the dragon, half dragon, sort of raises his sword to stop everybody from walking, and he seemingly calls out to the group, to you guys. He sort of addresses you directly without knowing your names, and he says, "I see we have some new players in town. I don't know who you are, but you killed a lot of my men, and it is clear to see we've got you outnumbered. So, we have one order. Get back the stolen eggs. Give us the eggs, and fulfill something of mine, and I'll let you live. I'm feeling generous."
The
Is
eggs
he
you can
speaking in,
have.
is he
But
speaking
anything
in
else?
common?
Yes, he's speaking in common.
Okay.
Give us the eggs, and send out a champion. Fight me one-on-one.
And then you leave.
Either one or two things will happen. They kill me, we leave. I kill them, we leave.
I'll do
Send
it.
out that wizard.
Can I
send him
ask
out.
what color he is? Is
I'll do
he
it.
blue like the picture?
He's blue like the picture.
Okay. And
Send the
what
wizard
do I
out.
know? What do I know about blue dragons?
They are sort of
lightning?
counterpart to I think is it bronze? Is it bronze or copper that do lightning?
Bronze.
Bronze.
Copper.
Copper's poison.
Or is it-
Bronze, is it?
Or
both or
Copper's
is it both
poison or
of them?
sleep or something.
I think one of them's fire and one of them's lightning.
Brass is fire. Yeah, brass is fire. Bronze is lightning. Copper's acid. I think.
Which one's lightning? Sorry.
I think gold is fire, isn't it?
Bronze. I think.
Gold is fire. Bronze is lightning.
There's
Copper is
there's
poison or
for metallics. There's 2 fire. There's
Yeah, there's gold and there's another
brass
one.
and gold. For some
Okay.
reason.
Brass. He is right. Bronze. Yeah, so they're kind of the counterpart to bronze dragons. They're the chromatic answer to bronze dragons. They are very lightning based, therefore they have a bit of lightning resistances. That kind of very lightning elemental aligned.
proud and destructive. Most chromatic dragons.
What he said.
Uh, I think if somebody else wants to go be a champion, they're more welcome to. Harrow is probably doesn't really care whether you win or lose. He's not gonna give in either way.
I think we should send the wizard out. Let him, if he dies, that he dies. If he wins, that's his,
Wait, what did they say
All very
happens?
well, but what do we know that if we send out the wizard and suddenly they change their mind and start sieging us again?
The wizard will lose.
But
He
the
says if he
dragon
wins,
said, if he wins, he'll leave.
if he wins, he'll leave. If he loses, his men will leave. But as you kind of deliberate, and he says, "One more thing to make sure this fight stays fair," and he gestures to some of his men, and they bring forward a woman, a boy in their teenage years in a blood-soaked tunic, and 2 children. Anyone interferes, these 4 die.
While this is all going on and the party's
Harrow was like
discussing it,
obviously like sighting up his crossbow, like taking up a sniper's position, and then he stopped.
while this is all going on, the party are discussing who's going for it, despite knowing he's by far the weakest combat character in the party. Odric starts adjusting his gauntlets. He puts on the cultist mask to cover his face from any blood spatter, and like his armor starts like expanding to cover his whole body.
Oh, I like that. Turns into Iron Man. Love it. So who's going out to fight? I feel like Amir's going to beat anyone else out to get to this fight.
Oh, let me at him.
Amir, I don't want any showboating from you, okay?
So,
Go center of mass, go for his knees, knock him to the ground, you find the gaps in his armor. Don't fuck about.
Right, yeah.
So is Amir going out to fight this man?
Most likely.
Okay. Amir,
I'm going
I
to
think
pass one of the eggs to Bragg.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take hold of the other one between my gauntlets, ready to crush it if they interfere in the
Don't
fight in any
do
way.
that. You
I'm holding it like it's the most precious
Harrow's
thing in
saying
the
this
world
because
right
at the same time, the egg's the only leverage we've got. Don't fuck about.
They've got hostages, so do we.
Oh no!
smash. Amir, you approach the portcullis and they open it just enough to sort of cover your height, or even like so you can duck under, and it immediately shuts again. Maybe a little too close. It might have, if you were half a second later, it would have taken out the back of your calves. And as you sort of approach, I need you to roll initiative.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay.
This guy rolled a 6.
I rolled 21.
Okay, so I'll let you get, a little closer. We don't want to spend ages like I dash and I dash and I dash and I dash. So you get kind of within about, what's that, 15 feet? Yeah, you get within about 15 feet of each other before, you start to limber up, and he sort of lowers his sword into his main hand, ready for a fight, and, you start to limber up.
Okay. I'm going to get up closer. And
Okay.
I will rage.
Okay. I
Let me
assume
just double
everyone
check.
is watching
What?
this fight. I assume everyone is watching this fight go on, or it's starting like kind of bated breath.
What's my rage bonus at the minute? Can't remember. Is it
We have plus
plus
two.
two?
No.
Probably plus two.
I kind of make sure that the wizard's watching just to
The
see
skill's
what
pretty
happens
similar
to
to
him.
efficiency bonus.
Oh,
As
it's gone up, I think it's gone up to 3 because it's saying I get
Oh, really?
+3 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
that's
Okay,
fine.
well,
As Amir rages, you see on his back a shining sort of white hot tattoo seems to flourish and looks like Idrisil, the tree of life. That kind of sort of typical sort of runic kind of Nordic style tattoo, where it's sort of just in a big sort of flash of white hot light as his anger fills him.
Is
Hey.
the big dragon watching this as well?
Do you look up and find out? Yeah.
No, I'm just
The,
like yeah, I'm looking because I've got one of the eggs and I don't want to be a target to this.
the dragon has pulled up and is doing that, which isn't really
Ah,
interfering too much. It's kicking up like a little dust, but he's not like
right.
it's not he's not trying to attack or obscure anything. But he is going
Yep.
very intently from the fight to you and Odric, back to the fight, and that he thinks you probably get the feeling that while Audric's idea makes sense of having hostages for their hostages, if you fuck up with this egg, you're getting toasted directly.
Mhm.
Okay, Amir, you charge in.
Okay. Let me I'm going to charge in, and I'm going to reckless attack.
Okay,
Great axe.
so with advantage. Oh, with advantage 16, that misses. He just sort of stands there while you're swinging in, and as your attack is about to hit, he just kind of like with the flat end of his sword just boofs it away. You're gonna have to do better than that,
Right.
boy.
And then I can't do anything with my bonus because I've just raged. So
Yeah. So he is going to bring his great sword around into his hand in both hands. It's not a versatile weapon, so it doesn't really matter. And he is going to try and attack you twice with it. First roll is a 10 to hit, which will miss. And the second roll is a 14 to hit.
doesn't hit.
So you two are kind of just feeling each other out at the minute. It's sort of like, you dodge past him easy enough. He's going to end his turn now. He doesn't really have any bonus actions.
Okay.
Thrilling fight so far.
I'm going to.
Oh shit! You rolled reckless. You attacked recklessly.
So
So
the first hit doesn't hit.
was a 14.
Yeah.
Second one was 16. Rolled 10 both times.
Oh, 16 hits.
Okay. So you take 14 points rounded down to 7 of slashing damage. So the first one comes in and you kind of sidestep out of the way. The second one comes in and you go to do the same thing with your great axe. You kind of go to riposte it slightly, but you're not as finessed. And he kind of underarm ducks your blade at the last second and just gets in just around your ribs.
Okay. Seeing that I'm
Forgot
not
you
quite
roll
as
recklessly.
dexterous with the great axe, I'm gonna sling it on my shoulder, and pull out 2 hand axes instead.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, very nice.
So I'm gonna go in for one attack with one hand axe,
Okay. Is this reckless or normal?
It is not. Fuck's sake. And the other one is a D20 plus. What'd you roll if it's not?
You
If
don't
bonus- if
get
it's
your
bonus.
ability modifier, but I think you get your proficiency bonus.
Okay. It should be plus 2. Okay. So it's whatever this is plus 2 for the other one. What the fuck?
You
This
kind
probably
of
could-
you go in and you're just like you almost
Ah!
wear them like bladed kind of like knuckle, and he's just like and he just takes them on his splint meal, and you just bounce right off him. He goes, pathetic, and he'll swing at you.
At
He
this
rolled
point, why did we let him do it again?
an 11 for his first hit, which misses, and a 20, dirty 20 for his second hit.
Second hit.
So you take 15, rounded down to 7, another 7 points of slashing damage.
God damn it.
While after he does this sort of second attack to you, he sort of throws up his arms and is like, ha ha ha, and sort of turns around to his compatriots behind him. So with that, I'm going to give you your next attacks at advantage, because he's not taking you seriously. He's let his guard down. He's so sure he's going to win. Also, don't forget you have your inspiration.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna switch back to the great accent. There we are. I'm still gonna roll it again in case of crit,
Yeah,
which I didn't.
he would have crit
Okay.
because he's got improved critical.
Ooh. So that's gonna be 13, and I'm gonna drop 2 cold into him as well.
Okay. Harrow, roll me a perception check. In fact, all of the party who is not Amir, roll a perception check, please.
26.
Oh, mine's definitely not going to be that good.
22.
There's a nearby
15.
rat near the carnage, and Harrow somehow sees.
Bragg and Harrow, you hear a very subtle clap of thunder, which is a strange thing to say, but it almost sounds like it happened like 2.5 miles away. Like you hear like a in the background, enough for you to be like,
Kaiju battle coming in. Kaiju battle coming in.
you're like,
No.
so you want to take your second attack, Amir? You got 2, don't you?
No, just 1.
Oh, it's the
Extra
2
attack's
rapid
level
fire
5.
for the.
Yeah, it was just because I was using my hand axes. I can do bonus, but because I'm doing great axe this time.
Is there any way that while this is going on, I can be not disrupting this, but can I do any Helm Sleep style evacuation of kind of civilians from the backside? Maybe kind of help them down a rope ladder or something while they're occupied the front gate. You can maybe get back to me on that. Don't let it.
I'll command my rope of climbing to help him out, because I can make it knot itself.
Let's see. There is something. Escobar tells you about there is a sally port, but the door to the sally port got broken as one of the stones from the dragon's breath weapons fell down on top of it. So you could probably spend a couple of rounds of combat, with Ariel's help, with someone else watching.
But Ariel, I need your help.
You could clear the stone out of the way, and then
I actually can't
there's
remember who's got more health at this point, me or Ariel.
There's a busted lock on it as well, which kind of needs dealt with. Like Ariel could probably get put to work to clearing that out for a couple of rounds. Say a round for the stone and a round to kick the door in, and then you could potentially filter people out that way.
Cool, that's fine.
Would my thunder gauntlets help?
What do they do again?
Well, they do force damage, so
Yes,
Just
they
shatter.
probably.
Like we're like, how are we gonna shatter this lock? And you just grab it and like crush the lock with your fist.
Yeah, they'll take about the same amount of time, but you can help.
Yeah, I'll
or
go
you
do
can,
that.
you know, yeah.
I'll hand my other egg to. I'll hand the egg I'm carrying to Indra and just say, keep hold of this, and then I'll go off and help.
Indra, you feel when you hand this egg, like eyes burning into the back of your head as you look up, and that dragon is just.
It tends to drop it.
Great. Crap.
It is the half dragon's turn again, so he's going to attack you twice. His first attack's going to be at disadvantage because you kind of knocked him off balance a little bit with that strike. He wasn't expecting it. You kind of got him around the back of the legs. So it drops to one knee and tries to come up with a rising strike. So he's going to roll at disadvantage first, which is a natural 1. So as you see him kind of come
As
up.
he goes to attack, I'm gonna be like, "You ma fuck the dragon."
With the insult that his mum fucked a dragon, and coming up on this rising strike, his weapon sort of soars out of his hand and just sort of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time style and lands in the dirt about 30-40 feet away from you guys. I'll do a wee draw here. That's where his sword is. So instead, he's gonna stand up in like a pirouette kind of motion, and in a fluid motion, take his spear off his back and try to whirlwind into a stab into your gut. Natural 20.
Oh, with the Duel of the Fates going out.
That happened as I rolled the natural 20.
I know, that was. For a split second, as you were saying natural 20, I thought you'd hit it, and I realized it was Michael.
No. So it's a
I
flat
just
roll.
heard him
It's
say a stab or a spear twirl. I was like, oh, it has to be high.
so lucky for Amir,
We'll do
his
Super Christo.
he does 1d6 less damage with the spear, and he rolled a 1 on his damage roll. So for a natural 20, you would have taken 2 plus 4. So rounded down.
I thought when we crit, we take the full max damage the first dice and then the second one. That's what we're doing.
Is that what we were doing? Max damage 1.
We hadn't officially agreed that we were doing it that way yet.
I'm
happy to take that much
No,
damage.
no, that's fine. We'll do normal.
No, I've been pushing Niall for this for ages because I'm like, crits, just do a full dice and then roll the second one.
Okay,
So I'm
fine.
happy
We'll
to
do a
take that
full
much damage.
dice. So that's 6. That's a full 6 plus 4, so that's 10. Plus 1 is 11. You take 5 points of piercing damage.
Is it still only 5 because it was doubled and then also I was...
So we're doing the max damage dice, which is 6, and then roll the dice, which is 1, and then plus 4. So that worked out as 11. Halved is 5 points of piercing damage.
That's why I was checking because I was like, that's 5 seems low for a crit, but I was trying to make sure.
Well, fuck. Before Fergus said anything, it was going to be even lower. It was going to be like 3. And,
no, because if I get a crit, I want to be hitting these big boys.
Okay. And as he sticks his spear into your chest cavity, seemingly missing anything important, he rips it out and he says, "My mum might have fucked a dragon, but tonight I'm going to fuck your corpse."
Oh,
and he's going to pass it back to you. It is now your turn again. Here.
Okay.
I like to imagine Amir's actually stunned by that comment.
This guy's just a straight up villain now.
This guy's gonna survive and end up being the BBG.
That's the plan.
I'm gonna. Do I reckless? Do I not reckless?
You don't forget you have inspiration.
Yeah. I'm gonna reckless.
Okay.
Fuck. Fuck.
Inspiration.
For the one, I'm using the inspiration.
Okay.
Fuck. Come on. That's better 19. Do I hit?
That hits. Yeah, that hits. I did here.
Wow, this is some shit damage. And I'll do the cold again. Which was also shit. So for a total of 8.
That's rough.
Remind
Yeah.
me how rage works again. What types of damage do you reduce?
Just bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
you're bare to it.
So you as you swing in, sort of, and at the end of your swing, you leave yourself sort of wide open. You just catch as he breathes in, and in a 5-foot wide, 30-foot line, he unleashes his lightning breath at you, which is a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Which I believe you get advantage while you're raging.
I
Oh, this level.
do.
Oh, really?
I rolled a 15.
You beat it, so you take half of this. Half of 20, you take 10 points of lightning damage as you get it. You sort of see it coming last second, and you just sort of like anime style leap to the side. You don't land on the dirt or like get any kind of movement penalty for the next round, but you just manage to get out of the way as it blasts across your side. And now you've got when you see someone that's been like struck by lightning, they've got like their veins have all kind of been brought to the
Yes.
surface and spiderweb across. That is currently on Amir's sort of
I'm
front
currently
side.
evacuating civilians, and I'll turn to Indra and I'll be like, how's he doing?
Yeah, not too good.
Ah.
Talk right now.
He just got struck by lightning. All right, Amir, it's your turn. You put this sumbitch down.
Do I get the sense that if I caned a potion of healing right now, it would be considered bad form? Let me
You
just pause
don't-
the fight. Let me just eat some wolf meat and get some health.
Eat all the cheese wheels.
Yeah.
Skyrim style.
Classic technology.
You don't know.
Okay.
Try and do it like sleight of hand.
How is he looking? Bloodied? Is he looking injured? Or
He looks okay. He's not looking too bad.
Oh no.
fuck? I've really done 0 damage this fight.
You've not done 0 damage. He's hurt. He's
It feels like
bleeding,
0.
but he's not bloodied. He's halfway to bloodied, or so.
Halfway to bloodied. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So, what's your plan?
I'll try to decide whether I go with the great axe and keep trying to do reckless and then just taking absolute hits every time, or if I switch to hand axes so I get more attacks.
Your rolls seem to be trending in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to the bladed knuckle dusters of my hand axes. And just...
People watching this are just seeing Amir going, wha, wha.
Yeah, I'm just trying everything.
He's
Like
full like Terraria,
roll with
like
the belly.
pocket fucking chainsaw.
Alright. And I feel like I'm gonna regret this. Reckless.
With the hand axes? Okay.
Yeah. Which was the correct call, as my first one was a 4. The second one was a 19.
Okay. Yeah, the 19
Okay.
hits.
So that's for a total of 7 damage.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I'll just
No,
roll.
he's bloodied.
Okay, so that's the first one. And then second one's for
Do you get
advantage.
extra
Oh,
attack with
fuck
hand
off.
axes?
What?
Do hand axes have nick or something?
They have Vex. But
Why
I've
do you
already
get
got
2 attacks
advantage.
then?
What?
Why do you get? Am I being thick? Why do you get 2 attacks with?
2 weapon fighting. If you've got 1 in each hand, you just don't get the bonus with the second one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I missed with the second attack.
Yep.
Um,
So, yeah.
but on my first attack next turn, so with Vex, you get, if you hit a creature with a hand axe and deal damage to the creature, you have advantage on your next attack roll against that creature before the end of your next turn. As I already had advantage, can that transfer to my next attack?
Read it out again.
So Vex, if I hit with the
Uh-huh.
hand axe, I get advantage on my next attack
Because
roll.
you were using
But
Reckless.
I was already using Reckless, so
You
does
know
that
what?
transfer over?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Right.
Whereas he is gonna.
Not that it's going to matter because he's absolutely going to wipe me out before the end of my next turn.
Would he do this? I think he would do this. He spins his spear and puts it back on his back and just comes at you with his fists. And he's going to unarmed strike you. So I think it's just a strength attack roll.
How to prove that I'm really not winning this fight?
He rolled a
pulling his weapon
natural
away.
20 for his first hit.
Oh, I really want to do a Jon Snow here and just kind of be dishonorable.
Like, boom, 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 boom.
So what if you're not a monk? It's what, 1 plus your strength modifier. So it's 2
Yep.
plus your strength modifier. So it's 2 plus 4. So it's 6 rounded down. 3 points of bludgeoning
crit.
damage. As a crit, 3 points of bludgeoning damage. And then he rolled a 22 in his next one. So you take 1 plus 4. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage your next hit as he's just starting to box you.
He's
Does he
literally
get
just
his
flexed
lightning
on me
breath
right now.
back? Does he get his lightning breath back? He does. That's fun for
Joy.
next fight, next turn.
Oh.
So he's gonna pass it back to you. He goes and just sort of bloodies your nose with both of them. Just kind of, you hear a sickening crack as you sort of taste blood in your mouth. Don't think you've ever felt someone take you this far. You're used to being like the biggest guy in the room, within reason, in a land of giants. But like you're like, oh shit, as he's put his spear away and is just going, and now starting to box you.
This could be like a bit in Troy where you run back to your friends.
No. Guard. I try the potion of healing. Yeah, I'm gonna chug it and see what happens.
Okay.
So I get 7 hit points back, which is not a great deal because he's about to hit me with lightning. Great.
Well, we'll see what happens next
Well,
turn.
that's a bonus action.
Yep.
Got the change step. Boom. So then, with my action, I'm going to swing in with my. As I can't do 2 attacks, I'll put my hand axes away to get the potion out, and I'm going to grab my great axe and take a big swing.
Oh, potion.
Come on. Crit. Oh, yeah, fucker. Right, I got 24.
So as you swing in with your 24 to hit, you are about 6 inches away from his face before you feel your hand like weakens slightly, and whether there's some other kind of force acting on your axe, or you weren't as sure about the hit as you thought you were, or maybe fate's just intervened, you sort of slip slightly and you miss him completely. But you know that something has interfered with you.
Ah,
For that.
shenanigans! That was
Ah,
a
you
drank
hit,
a, you drank a potion as well. Then.
You
Yeah, but that
hear-
was between the 2 of us. There's no way this guy is doing some weird shit.
That's the shield spell being Eldritch Knight.
What do you mean shenanigans? You're the one who decided to drink
I
a
don't-
fucking potion.
You didn't say potions were out. You did say interference was out, and there was a pull on my axe.
No one here has that kind of ability. My men are all simple fighters. They knew better than to interfere with one of my battles.
Simple, maybe. I don't know about fighters.
And you hear... And the blue dragon has reared slightly, kind of like a horse, and fired lightning into the air. And you hear... This gif I put in earlier is going to make a lot more sense. You hear... on top of the dragon. You look, and it's not the dragon's voice. Those of you with really good eyes, Bragg and Harrow, you see on the tip of the dragon's horn a humanoid figure, a masked humanoid figure with black robes, like a skeletal style mask, and sort of hair going out in every fucking mad direction. Puny mortals. I have come here for you, but not quite yet. Return the eggs and we will call this finished, or I shall burn this town to the ground.
I'm just gonna leave the egg on the
I bet it
ground.
was that guy. Shenanigans.
I'm gonna leave the
Honor
egg on the ground
honor
back
my
away.
ass. You
Let's see.
motherfucking dragon.
Give it a Nessie. Let's go.
I'm gonna put
The
the axe away and storm
blue-
back up to the keep.
The blue half dragon looks up and goes, I have no idea who that is. That was not part of this.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I was about to get hit and I got saved. Oh, I had nothing to do with
Oh, there's
it.
something I would really like to do, but it's maybe very stupid.
Do it, do it, do
What
it,
is it?
do it, do it, do it.
Don't listen to Michael.
Do it, do it, do it, do
Well, I've
it.
got 2 different abilities that can push enemies.
Yes.
So I was trying to think how to take a pot shot at the guy on top of the dragon.
Yes!
Go for it.
With a BBEG,
Okay.
can you knock him off a dragon?
So if I, was supervising this, seeing this fight, and I was up on a palisade,
Mm-hmm.
is he still more than 100 feet above me
I would say you'd be able to hit him.
with just a straight roll?
Here lies Harrow. We
It's
knew him.
25 to hit.
So
So I aim
as
center of mass.
as the arrow comes, he snatches it out of midair
Fuck.
and snaps the top of the arrow, and he says, "You do not know the plans I have for you, but I know one of you better than you think. The time of giants is over, and the time of echoes is at hand. But you are not ready for your part to play yet."
Okay. I'm gonna throw out my allies.
I don't know. Is he talking about you, Harrow, or Audrey?
This is still
He's not
pitching
talking about
amongst
me.
us. Get the eggs out. Get the eggs out. I'm gonna kind of gesture out. Give me the eggs. Do you hand them out yours, Ovindra? I'm gonna throw one of them in the saddlebag of old Nessie, and I'm gonna hold their hand out to Audrey. It's got no time.
Rag has it.
Brag. Oh, fuck brag.
I left it on the ground outside and ran back into the keep, but I didn't want to go anywhere near it anymore.
Okay, I'll run over and get it. I'll throw it in old Nessie's back, and I'm going to cast Animal Friendship on Nessie to mind control her, so to speak.
Wait, so you sending the horse down to like give the egg
Try to
back?
send it, basically saying like, "Hey, run towards those guys with spears and deliver them the egg."
See that scary shit? Run towards.
Can
Don't worry, I'm your friend.
old Nessie, maybe a Wisdom saving throw, please.
There is a portcullis in the way.
We'll raise it.
You, as you're doing this, sort of shout out to raise the portcullis. She rolled an 18 on her wisdom saving throw.
I tried. I could do a Charles Xavier. It just doesn't work. I go, I had
Wait.
a dream that this would work. I'm going to
To
spend
me,
another
my
spell
axe.
slot and try again.
I could try and like speak.
If you're
to
out, if you think I only get one action,
What was the ask? Sorry, Fergus.
I'll spend another spell slot and try again if you'll.
Yes,
otherwise-
I will. I will allow it. She's probably like a -2.
By this point, am I back at the keep as I stormed?
You
off
started to
from the
make
fight?
your way back. Yeah.
Okay.
She rolled a 15 -2. Call it a 13.
She still beats it. My powers are not what I thought they were.
Oh god. So who else is trying to get this donkey?
Can
out
anyone
the
just?
front door?
Can I then just
They're stubborn,
appeal?
you know.
Well, drag. You try and do the. I've done this carrot, and you try and do animal handling her into.
I just grab the. I just as you're trying to like figure out who to hand it to, I just grab them off you, and just kind of hold them at a distance. And as I approach them, you see as like the feet of my armor grow by like 2 inches, just to make me seem a little bit more menacing.
You're holding your arms at 2 feet. Yeah, about 4 centimeters.
So as you have the, do you put the eggs in the egg satchel?
Put the rising
Yeah, he's
star.
put them in the satchel, and I've just taken it off him and just holding it out in front of me.
As you walk forward with them and you leave the front, the parapet, the portcullis, sorry, a very strange thing happens. Let me roll something here. How many people we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What D6? Working my way down.
Remember the wizard's here too.
Yeah,
He's
he
just
doesn't
denying
count.
us.
A 5. Audric, a spectral version of yourself, unarmored, blinks in front of you, takes the satchel off you, and blinks away, and the satchel's gone. And you look up, and he's holding it.
Shit, fuck.
Coward.
Is that what he was talking about by echoes?
Yes, sir. I don't know if Harrow would notice this in the chaos, but yeah, it's interesting.
And he goes, "Good. Think before you steal from us again."
Wait,
And
he's
then
not a dragon. Why is he
A
talking through
clap
the
of
dragons?
thunder, and he's gone.
Him and the dragon, or just him?
Just him, but the dragon sort of lets out another unbreath weaponed roar and starts to fly off.
The
So
cultists still
cultists-
here.
Yeah, they were.
The cultists are still here, but they are starting to disperse and walk away. The dragon
we
champion
get-
has he's walked over, picked up his sword, sheathed it, called over to, "Hey, dragon fucker, I'll see you again soon."
Can we question
walks away.
him?
You can try and capture him if you want, but he's got an army of about 50
I
people
don't
with
know,
him.
not capture, just talk to him. He seemed to talk to us before. I just want
I
to know
only
why
talk.
humans. Why is a human leading the
I
dragon
figure out
army?
who I want this guy. I figure out who I want this guy to be. I only talk on the battlefield.
Then bring it.
Saw, dude. Saw, dude. Bring it.
That is not the voice I was going for, but okay.
Like this. I only talk with my fists. Meet reason and logic.
Oh, I petition if
Niall,
Fergus,
if it
if
makes
your
you feel
character
any
dies,
better,
you've got to have like a surfer bro as your
Yeah.
next character.
Tavern bowler sailor background. Like, dude, I'm a water genasi. I catch the waves. Sometimes people want to hang, but they fuck about. Gotta show 'em my
or a
love and
sea
kindness.
druid.
Yeah.
Or a sea druid. What were you gonna say, Alex?
I was gonna say, Niall, if it makes you feel any better, one of Dylan's two voices is Francois from Expedition 33. I was saying to him yesterday, I was like, one of your voices that you do for D&D sounds exactly like an Expedition 33 character, but I can't remember which one it was. Because as it was happening, I was like, that sounds like Dylan. And I was like, I need to tell Dylan, forgot. And then through process of elimination, we were like, oh yeah, it's Francois.
I'm awful at voices.
Oh,
Same
same.
as why
Same.
I mostly
I'm not good
do
at voices
just.
either.
It's like Norm Macdonald. He's just Norm Macdonald, like in everything, and that's it.
Oh, G fucker.
That's about it.
So he has put his sword away and he's sort of limbering up from the places you did catch him slightly and he's walking away.
I think Harrow is starting to doubt himself that like the dreams he's been having are not right, as like the power he thought he could manifest just fails him, and he's a little bit confused now.
No one else curious about why there was a human just leading the dragons? No.
We don't know he was human. He just looked like a human.
Care that he interfered in my fight.
If it's very Dragonlance coded, it's a Death Knight for sure.
Once it's just the group alone, I'm gonna go. Well, it's better we gave them the egg than whatever the fuck that thing is, and I point to Harrow's bag.
That's true enough.
Amir, make an Arcana check for me, please.
Okay.
Is it to see if he knows whether it was magic or not?
Yeah. You
15.
have heard tale of areas of magic. Need to change the music. That can bend fates, and for people at the table, like divination magic. So you have some kind of. You were going to hit him. You were sure you were going to hit him, but something got in your way.
You got silvery barbs, that fucking shit.
No, I think it was more like
Barbs.
important.
Barmandel somewhere screams.
Oh no, that's what it's like. Fate Weavers, are they not like from Divinity? Or is that a
Yeah,
different
we're
thing?
not. That's Pathfinder. Divinity is Pathfinder, I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm thinking of a different game though.
Oh,
You're
okay.
thinking of the game Divinity.
Kingdoms of Amalur. That had Fate
Kingdoms of
Weavers.
Amalur.
That was
There it
such a
is.
sick game.
That was a good game.
But yeah, it didn't sell well enough.
No.
Though the special edition that was only available in the US, you got the full tarot deck with it.
Oh,
That came with it.
need to come up with something for a deck of many things.
But yeah, as Emir, he's sort of like wiping down the blood and everything that's on him. He sort of goes, "What's that?" And starts like trying to see what the ink is on his back.
Yeah, so now that he's no longer raging, the ink isn't as fluorescent, but it is permanent. Where you are sure there was not a tattoo before, there is now a permanent black tattoo.
Yeah, I was thinking like it's black when it's not active, and then when it is active, it like pulses like green.
Oh, green.
But yeah,
Okay,
I'm like,
cool.
what the?
I'd compliment your tattoo. It doesn't seem like it helped you much.
Odric,
I
brag.
guess I'm
Did you draw on me?
Not there.
I'm more of a tinkerer than a drawer.
I don't know. You two like to be tricky.
I find that offensive, but I get it.
So some time disperses. The people have left the keep after about an hour or so when you guys are sure that the cultists have left from your standpoint on the on the keep, and they've now gone to start and try and like fight some of the fires, save some of the homes, see what work's going to need to be done. And it's sort of you guys, the governor, Escobar, and the wizard.
Okay.
Well, the wizard is there to stay with us as well, but really we've got nothing left to do in this town.
Mm.
Gotta push on it back and so.
I mean, it also it's like 1 a.m. and you guys haven't had a full
Well,
night's
yeah.
rest.
Granted, yeah.
So
What
just
should
like-
we do with the prisoner?
Well,
I don't know.
I have an idea. If you guys don't mind handing him over to us. This is Governor Nighthill speaking.
Totally right.
It's his fault that this town is in ruins. So I only think it's right that he fixes it.
You trust him to do that?
Well, it'll be under lock and key and 24/7 observation. And then after the town's rebuilt and he's strengthened it with some of that magic of his, we'll see what the town thinks, whether that's enough or if there's more answering to his crimes.
I'm fine with that.
It's your call. I need a bowl of stew. I need a straw bed. I need a good night's sleep. Not necessarily that.
I look
Well-
at Pathon and I go, we'll leave you to the town. If you found out you've tried anything else funny, we'll tell the giants.
I'll with a quite swift motion, I'll unhook the clasps of the manacles and make sure to take them back. Check that they're nicely still flexible and oiled, and then put them back in my bag.
Yeah, he sort of does that thing where he goes, "Don't worry. I mean, I know I messed up, but I was just trying to help. I didn't know this would happen. I'll keep my ideas to myself in the future, and I'll make sure this town gets fixed right, and then hopefully that's enough atonement that I'll be able to make my way to Adam Drydoon. I'd like to talk with him.
I hand him his ring, but keep his wand and say, no more illusions.
But that's like my thing, man.
Learn
Learn
new
something new.
thing.
Learn something helpful.
I'll try. I mean, I can be helpful. I mean, what if, like, I kept working on my illusions, and then I could like put an illusion over the town so that nobody sees the town anymore. That's helpful.
What happened the
Only-
last time you tried to be helpful?
A dragon attacked my town.
I hand the wand to Indra because he's the most likely to get use out of it.
So the wand is called the Wand of the Mirage. I'm not sure if it's. I might need to make it. I can't remember if it's homebrew or not. But it grants advantage for concentration checks on illusion spells. Very specific. So if you get hit while holding up an illusion spell, it gives you advantage on concentration. Or it could just be worth some money.
Pretty cool.
Who knows?
Yeah, still pretty cool.
Hopefully, Shree will be better about using that than Saves was with that mandolin.
Not fucking mandolin. Yeah. So you guys you get given Pathon's room for the night. So you have some private quarters, the bed down, and talk if you wish. You all, you get the best horse meat there is available, and sent back to your like regular Tesco's, and sent back to your get sent back to Pathon's room.
If the bad guys are all dispersed, I'm gonna go grab the mounts and wagon.
Yeah, they've all dispersed. It'll take you 15 minutes or so to get there and back. Like it wasn't that far away from the keep. It's just there was 3 encounters between it and where you are now. So
I'm gonna have a look around the room to see if there's anything that could help us on our journey.
you look around and you've noticed that the room is more unkept than you originally thought whenever you first came in. It appears that he used some kind of illusion, you would guess, to make the room look a bit more tidy and opulent. It's still fairly well furnished. It's got a nice comfy bed and stuff like that, but it's a little messy. There's some notes scribbled about the place, and but generally just a lot of bric-a-brac.
I'll
Are
pull
the
some
like
deer meat out and start cooking some up.
are the notes anything interesting?
Just sort of mad ramblings. You see,
He's not gonna help this town at all.
you see that like he's written down that he wants to get into the tower in Anhamdradoon and work with Owen because he seems to have a major respect. Owen's got a great reputation, and that he wants to be seen as one of the greater mages in the land and get in with Owen and be on like that council that like he's on. And he just needed to do something to stand out, and he had a great idea. What are most giant races incapable of? Flight. What are dragons? Really big. So he's going to try and find a way to like animal husbandry some dragons to help out the giant clan in the fight of the Clone Club. And he ventured off. He found a couple of dragon eggs, and then this happened. So just sort of an update of what, like a succinct sort of retelling of what's happened in the last few days.
I'll spend some time making some little devices for Bragg to fuck with Harrow and give them to him before I head to sleep.
What do they do?
They just make rat noises.
Oh, okay, those things. All right. So there's no need to take watch because you're in a keep, so you can all have a uninterrupted full long rest, and you wake up the next day fully refreshed.
Yay.
Everyone will be happy to know that my rage temp HP thing is much more effective in a group, as I only get the temp HP once at the beginning, but at the start of each of my turns, I think it is. I'll just double check. At the start of each of my turns, I can pick one of you guys to give 2 2d6 temporary hit points. So essentially, I can keep buffing everybody. Like, you can buff one person each round,
Mm.
which doesn't really work very well in a 1v1. But
Yeah, it was kind of lost on you, that one.
yeah, I was like, oh, it won't be that bad.
Yeah, he's a pretty nasty customer.
I
So
rolled really shit though.
you really did. That was poor. Get your head out your ass, Amir.
Burgess, you can have your look back for next week.
Cheers, bro.
He only gets it
Wait.
once.
I mean, Fergus cleaned up in the game before last.
But it's Tom Clancy like snipe,
Yeah.
snipe.
All tuckered out after that, though. And yeah, clearly I forgot that, if your ranger doesn't have more than 16 or 18 wisdom, you can't really do much. For now, at least.
Sorry, I'm just checking something. Yeah, so you woke up, you're in your man's room, and you're free to leave at your leisure. You as you walk into the mess hall to sort of get breakfast and get ready before you go, fill up your canteens and what have you. You see that he has already been rushed through breakfast by a couple of local guards, and he's been sort of, as you enter, he's been forced out the door quite gruffly to start to work on rebuilding the town.
Well, all's well, I think we'll get on the cart and head off.
Where were we heading off to? Because this
Beckinsale.
was Beckinsale, was it?
Yes, you're heading to the east, and if you ask around, to figure out how much longer it's going to take to get to Beckinsale, you're at about the halfway point. Itas's Vine is, still about 4-ish days ride east. If you're uninterrupted and you get going okay towards Beckinsale, you can't miss it. It's the big fucking walled city.
They're going deep into dragon territory then, by the looks of it.
No, it's still in giant territory.
But there's a dragon cult there, and we're basically trying to.
Yes.
Should we leave this meat behind for the town to get back on its feet?
Oh yeah, get to go hunting.
We do have a wagon full of meat.
Right.
Yeah, I know. The birds know. The orcs know. Everybody within 2 miles knows because we're dragging a half-ton of decaying meat behind us. Good for
Whoa! It's fresh.
Not decaying yet.
Meat goes bad fast.
We've just got rid of the buck, and the wolf meat is only from yesterday.
It's sitting at room temperature. As it points at it, yeah, maybe it's suppressed, but there is quite a lot of flies and maggots.
No. I've been lying in it and keeping it cold, and my new cloak has been keeping it cold as well.
Look, they can shave it. They've got a wizard to disinfect it. Leave it here. The town can have it.
They're not having my cloak.
Not your cloak. Nobody
Fine,
wants
they
your
can-
cloak.
Fine, they can have my special wolf meat as well.
Amir, give the town folk your meat.
Amir's gonna look around for a comely lass.
Comely lass. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Give me half an hour.
You got
He
2
just
minutes.
wanders off.
An aristocrat.
Oh, God. So, 15 minutes go by, and Amir comes back.
13 of those were spent looking for someone.
After finding a comely lass. Oh,
Or a
God.
piece of driftwood that was shaped like one.
It was just a monk wearing a dress.
One of the cultists is around.
Yeah, one of the corpses.
Oh god. So you come out of the cape and you come down the hill and follow the road that goes east, and you leave Hatius's Vine in the not invented yet rearview mirror. As you're sort of walking past, you can see Pathon has been put to work. He's starting to clear timbers away and all, and he's getting some help from like guardsmen. Like, he can't do it all by himself, but he seems to be doing the majority of the work. And you head off, and it seems to be just sort of rolling fields for the next, as far as the eye can see. You sort of keep an eye to the skies for the first while to make sure that you don't run into a dragon, and you're not entirely sure where that cult disappeared to, but
you head forward, and nothing really happens for the next couple of days, and off in the horizon, after 3 or so undisturbed days, you can see this big walled city in the horizon, and I'm actually gonna have to leave it there for tonight.
That's fine. I was on the stress same thing, but that was good.
I think that's quite. I could go slightly longer, but I think that's a bit of a natural stopping point.